Yeah. Ashi. Hi, little boy. Hi, can I see that face? Huh? Are you coming to me? Yeah. Hey, buddy. Look at that eye. Oh my goodness, look at that eye. Ashi. Your eye is matted shut. It's matted shut. Hi, boo-boo. Oh my goodness.
What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you for returning. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so you are notified every single time I drop a video and you don't miss not one video. Everybody in here, smash that like button, share this video, and drop a comment down below during the video, after the video, before the video, whatever you feel. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what you want to see next. You saw by the title and the thumbnail, we got a good one. So let's get straight into this groom. Also, you guys, make sure you are watching the ads all the way through. I know some of them can be a little lengthy, but watch them as much as you can, as long as you can, as best as you can. It helps to support this channel. It helps to support me. It helps to allow me to do this on more of a full-time basis in the future, and it helps just to get me back out to the algorithm. But with that being said, let's get back into the groom. Okay, everybody, so as you've heard, this is Ashi, and Ashi is a little tiny Yorkie. He's probably all of like 6 pounds. He is the sweetest dog I've ever worked on. He really only dislikes his nails being done, and all he does is really dance around the table. Sometimes he can like open his mouth to quote-unquote bite, but it's never really a bite from Ashi. But as you saw, his eye is completely matted shut because he has allergies, and the mom has not been able to keep up with his eye. Now, before y'all hop in the comments and start saying this woman needs to be reported and she needs to get rid of her dog, she's actually had some major health issues, so she hasn't been able to keep up with his eye, and Ashi has been staying with her elderly father. So it's sometimes you just have to understand that people go through things and they don't have the time to take care of certain things like crust around the eye because they have so much going on. Now, Ashi is known for his allergies, and his mom has tried to work on him so many times to lessen his allergies, and she generally keeps up with his eye. Usually he does have crust around his eyes, but it's never this severe to a point where his eye was completely shut, and if his mom would have seen his eye, she would have had a fit. But again, he was with her elderly father, who is not able to do everything that she's able to do. So please do not hop in the comments bashing her and judging her because she is going through a lot. So what I'm going to be doing on Ashi is I'm going to be doing a medicated bath. It is the Eucamed, and it is tearless. For everybody that keeps asking me if I'm using tearless shampoo on the dog's face, I always use tearless shampoo on the dog's face. I will never put anything on them that's going to burn, or anything around their eyes that's going to burn. So the Eucamed, one of the ways you say it is one of those. But it is a medicated shampoo, and it's really good for dogs that have yeast or itchy skin or just kind of like allergy issues. And what I am doing is I'm letting it soak around his eye, just see if it loosens up those crusts, because at the moment it's a hard ball and I can't really go under it unless I loosen it up with clippers, because it was so close to his skin and his eyelid. And trying to shave it out when it was like that, I didn't want to risk the chances of cutting him, so I went and shaved it. I went and soaked it and then I shaved it. So what I did was I washed him first, scrubbed him up really good with the Eucamed, and I let it sit on him for about 5 minutes. The part where I let it sit, I cut that out because you're just going to fast forward that part anyway. So I cut that out, but I let him sit in it for about 5 minutes and let that medicated shampoo kind of just soak into that crust on his face just to kind of loosen it up. Then I rinsed him and I put the water to focus on the crust around his eye, just so it can loosen that up a bit. And then I went and washed him again, and then you'll see his eye starts to open up. If you have a dog that has allergies like this and they get a lot of crust around their eyes, what you can do for them is use a warm compress every single day. Do a warm compress every day, because every day at any moment that crust can build up. So you always want to do a warm compress every day. Just let it sit on their eye for about 2 minutes, and then just kind of wipe it clean. And that'll keep around the eye clean, and then once it dries, it'll keep it dry, and then it'll keep it from that moisture kind of building back up around the eye and getting that yeast and that crust around the eye. And just to make this clarification for new people that are watching, because I know there are new people every day and you're going to make a comment, I do have the bath and the drying sped up. I am not being rough with him, it's just sped up. So any fast movements you see, it's because the bath and the drying is sped up. Also, I want to make this comment again, and I know some of my returning viewers already know this, but yes, I insert music in my videos. I'm going to keep inserting music in my videos until I don't have to anymore, because we play mainstream music in the salon. So if I let my actual audio play out, I will get copyright strikes from YouTube and they can take my channel. So what I do to lessen the mainstream music in the video, I put music in the background. I try and add calming music. Some of it is a little bit much, so I'm trying to learn to wean out certain ones. But there's always going to be music in the back of my channel. Yes, I am doing voiceovers to explain what I'm doing, because as I'm working, I'm talking to my coworkers, and sometimes it can get loud in the salon, so you might not even be able to hear me talking to the camera anyway. So I take the time and I do voiceovers. So please stop asking me, why do you do music? Why do you do voiceovers? Because I have to. Now, someone did make a comment and say, hey, instead of playing the same music over and over again in the video, can you rotate it? I am more than happy to rotate it. Let me know in the comments if y'all are open to them being rotated, but I'm more than happy to them being rotated so it's not the same song playing over and over again and it sounds tedious. I'm okay with that, but there will be music in the video. I cannot take the music out. Please stop asking me. So while I'm drying Ashi, I'm going to be focusing around his eye, because now that the crust around his eye is wet, I don't want it to dry again and then dry close to his skin. So I'm going to be focusing on drying it and separating it from his eye and from his eyelid. So you're going to see me put the dryer around his eye and focus mainly on that part, because that is the safest way to loosen it up, so I'm able to get the clippers under all of those crust and everything that's just kind of stuck around his eye. So I'm not hurting him, I'm not abusing him, I'm just trying to loosen up the crust around his eyes so I'm able to get the clippers and shave under it. Now I'm going to be going in and shaving out his eye, and I tried to give y'all the best footage that I could to show y'all what his eye looked like, as well as showing y'all while I'm shaving around it and how gentle and how careful I have to be, because I do have to use a 30 blade, which is a surgical blade, because that's how close the crust is to his skin, and I don't want to cut him, so I have to go really gently and really slow while I do it. And for those of you wondering why I did not use my GoPro at this moment, it's because my GoPro's memory card was full at the moment while I was recording this video, but I still wanted to get it on camera for y'all. But I could not hold my phone camera while I was scooping out his eye. As you can see, it's a very delicate situation, so I had to pay close attention to his eye. I do show his face and turn it in the camera while I'm doing it, but I'm paying close attention to his eye, just so y'all know I'm trying to do what is safe for the pet first. I know y'all want to see it, but I personally do what is best for the pet first, and I will always do what's best for the pet first. Now, even with all the drying that I did, it's still pretty gooey under it, so I have to go really slow. I can't yank it because he's going to yank back. I can't clipper it too fast because he can jerk. So I'm going really nice and really easy just to get it and remove it as safe as possible. You're doing so good, Ashi. I'm so proud of you. Good job, baby. Good job. So bad. So bad. Alright, you got that, buddy. Hold on. You're doing so good. Good job, baby. Good job. Okay, now that I got his eye all cleared up and I let him rest in the kennel while I worked on another dog, I am pulling him out to finish his haircut. So they actually like Ashi pretty short because of his allergies, and around his face even shorter, especially around his eyes due to his allergies and the crust being built up. She prefers his face really short and his eyes really short. So that's why she always says do whatever you can to get his eyes really short, because it actually helps for her to maintain it at home. Now, in terms of this time, like I said, she had a lot of things going on personally, and I didn't know that until the end of his actual grooming service. So at first I was just like, come on, like y'all can do a little bit better than this. But then when I heard, I'm like, okay, I definitely understand. And that's why I always say I don't judge anybody, because you don't know what's going on. Yes, it's heartbreaking to see the dog in this condition, but you never know what is going on in the household, or what is going on with the owner or the dog in general. So what I'm going to be doing on Ashi, I'm going to be doing a 5 blade on him, but then I switch it up to a 1 guard comb reverse because the 5 blade wasn't catching as much fur on his back as I would have liked it to, and the haircut wasn't coming out as smooth. So right now I'm going with a 5 blade with the grain, and then I'm going to go with a 1 guard comb in reverse to clean up everything else and really just finish and top off the haircut. But I also do a 5 blade on his legs because a reverse on the legs is really hard, and Ashi is kind of wobbly with his back legs in general. So as you can see, Ashi is very well behaved for grooming. He is pretty chill, pretty laid back. He's used to it, but you can see his back legs where he kind of has a hard time standing. Ashi's a little bit older, but I'm not quite sure how old he is, but he is a little bit older, and I think that's why he has issues with his back legs. So real quick, I just want to touch on allergies with dogs. I know I talked about this a lot in my older videos, but I do just want to quickly touch on it just because Ashi has such bad allergies. If your dog has allergies like this, or they get crust around the eyes, they get yeast around the skin, they get consistent ear infections, I would urge you to check the dog's diet. The diet is going to be the biggest thing contributing to what is going on with their dog, because what goes in the body ultimately comes out of the body. So if you're putting things in the dog's body that the dog is allergic to, they're going to have issues like yeast buildup, they're going to have hot spots, they're going to have crust around the eyes, they're also going to have excessive tear staining, because that is a form of allergies as well, and constant ear infection. So I would urge you to look at the dog's diet. Two of the biggest things that you want to remove from the dog's diet, one is chicken. Chicken is the biggest allergy in dogs. I don't understand it, but I've never seen so many dogs have allergies to chicken. Also, you want to remove grain. Grain is a big thing as well. That is a huge thing if your dog has yeast. If your dog has a yeast buildup, they need to be on a grain-free diet, because the grain is just going to feed the yeast and have it grow more, almost like weeds in the dog's body. It's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. So remove the grains, remove the chicken. The best thing you can do for your dog in terms of a diet is to give your dog a raw diet. That is the absolute best thing you can do. But if you don't feel comfortable doing a raw diet, you can do a basically semi-cooked diet. So you don't want to cook the food all the way through. You want to lightly cook the food, and that gives it kind of like a seared cook to, like a seared cook or a seared taste to it, or like pan seared food, and that is lightly cooked food, and that'll be more healthier for your dog as opposed to cooking the food all the way through. And one thing about Ashi and his back legs, even though he has issues with them, he know how to get around with those back legs. If you can pay attention, he will spin his little body around real quick with his back legs, and he does it so quickly. He just does one step at a time with his feet, but he moves so fast. It is too funny. But he's such a sweet boy. It's always the feet with little small dogs. They just like to bounce and jump and move around. And it's like, no, if you would just stay here, we could finish this real quick. And the dog is like, no. And like I said, Ashi moves quick with his little back legs. So if you see him scurry around, it is the quickest I've ever seen this dog get going. And he just moves his little self around without a care in the world and takes off because he doesn't want you to do his paw pats. It's the funniest thing, but it can be a little frustrating because dogs don't understand depth when they're on the table because they they don't understand that the edge of the table is right there. And as they're spinning and scurrying away from you, they scurry their little selves off the table. And that is, when I tell you, the most scariest thing for a groomer. Every time a dog slips a foot or anything off the table, I promise you, I can speak for every groomer when I say our heart just drops because it's like, oh my God, get the dog. Last thing we want to happen is for the dog to fall off the table and hurt themselves, or worse. And you know what worse is. So when y'all see that, just know it's 10 times worse for us.
it? Ashi? No, that's not nice. What? Well, see, the red was gel and the blue wasn't. So I don't know why they did that. Bad little boy. Yeah. Hey, he's fine out there. Yeah. I remember last time he was perfect. I had no issues. Now today you got an attitude because you can see now. You mad because you can see?
I just want to say, when you are a dog groomer, a lot of the times it's all about having fun. So you'll see groomers talk to the dogs like we're talking to humans. We are sarcastic with the dogs. We crack jokes with the dogs. And the dogs probably don't know what we are saying because dogs socialize words with most actions. And when we are saying to the dogs, you acting up because of this, dogs don't know what we're talking about, but we know what we're talking about. And it's a joke through the salon. You have to talk to the dog while you're grooming, and if you don't talk to the dog, you're crazy. Which is funny because anyone else would think if we're talking to the dog we're crazy, but it's the opposite. If you don't talk to your dog while you're grooming, you're crazy. And people will come in and say he's deaf, don't even worry about talking to him, he can't hear you. We still talk to him, and then we catch ourselves. We're like, oh my goodness, the owner said the dog is deaf, he can't even hear me. Oh well, we still gonna talk. And in the video, I'm having a whole argument with Ashi, and Ashi, Ashi don't know what I'm talking about. He has no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm like, you acting a little spicy today. So now because I took your back feet away, you can't spin around with your back feet. So now you're going to try and scurry with your front. Like, I'm literally having a whole conversation with Ashi. And Ashi is probably looking at me like I'm crazy. But as a dog groomer, you have to have that human with the dogs that you're working with. Also, you have to have that humor with the coworkers because that is how we all get through the day and we get along. So when I get comments down there that's saying, I don't like the fact that you're talking to somebody else while you're grooming the dog, or you look like you're doing this to the dog, whatever. No, we are all laughing and joking with the dog. And if the dog give us spicy attitude, we're going to give him spicy attitude right back. Because they're like toddlers. Dogs are like toddlers. So when you're doing something, or if they do something, you have to give them that same energy back in order for them to understand it. So it's a tricky thing with dogs, but it's actually quite interesting and fun. So if you ever become a dog groomer, or if you want to become a dog groomer, just know you have to have a sense of humor with dogs, because you are not gonna get super far without the sense of humor with dogs, because a lot of dog grooming can be frustrating. It can make you want to pull your hair out sometimes. So you really have to have a lot of patience for animals. You have to have a love for animals, and you have to have a sense of humor, a huge sense of humor, because a lot of things that's going to frustrate you with dog grooming, you have to laugh at. Like, I had this puppy, and as soon as I turned the water on, the dog started screaming, and it's like, dude, I didn't even touch you with the water yet. But stuff like that is funny to us because it's almost like a toddler who is afraid of like this little tiny puppy, and as soon as they see the puppy like step a foot, they freak out. Like, so our humor is a lot different because we deal with dogs versus everybody else's humor, which is completely different because y'all don't work with dogs on a daily basis. Okay, now that I'm putting the finishing touches up on Ashi, we're going to take a quick flashback look at what he looked like when he first came in. This is his before with his crusted eye, and this is his after, and he's able to see bright and clear, and he looks so cute and adorable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button, share this video, drop a comment down below, do all that fancy YouTube stuff. I love you guys. Train your dogs for grooming. Make sure you watch every video straight through. Watch those ads. Enjoy the videos. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you guys.